Welcome back to the wild north of Netley. And we have got a beauty day here today up in Gimli, Manitoba again. That's right, we're up in Gimli, Manitoba, and we have got a heavy show lined up for you today. I am going commercial ice fishing. That's right, Dave, from the last video, he lined it all up. He is an integral part of lining up this adventure for me today. He knows a commercial ice fisher here in the neighborhood, and he's agreed to take me out into Bombay, I think, and learn a little bit about commercial ice fishing. I'm really looking forward to it. It's kind of like going to Disneyland for me, I tell you. We'll see you when we get there. Here, and you got one net here. 10. All the little sticks are nets. That's the end of the net where the sticks are. Yeah, that's where the bridle will be. Okay. Okay. All right, so that was it. We are, Robbie says, we're 4 or 5 miles out from Gimli. Here's his caboose, which is already here. Wow. Everything Robbie has out here is heated by wood. Yeah, the other ones are propane. Okay. There's Gimli. That away. Quite a ways out. That's the way to do it, eh? All oak, it looks like.
No, they're not too long, but there's a little axe in the back of my truck there. In the back of the bomber. A yellow handle. Split it up a bit. Warm it up for us, Anthony.
Yeah, it's nice.
Right, that is a good axe. Yeah, I like that axe. In his ice shack, we're angling. We had it up to 46 degrees in there.
Well, this is the contraption they use, which we'll see in a while, to actually pull the nets out. And that's why the generator is in the Bombi running, powering up that.
Had some whiskey too. Can't believe Dave didn't bring whiskey.
Well, actually, Dave. All right, so Rob is just setting up where he needs to be. Fuck, everybody should be out ice fishing today with their trucks. It's easy travel, eh?
Oh yeah.
Everything's frozen.
A few inches of snow.
Yeah.
See the whiskey plant going?
Yeah. This is one end of the net. I'm going to try and illustrate how the mechanics of this operation works to the best of my ability. Okay, so first we got our ice here, and we got a hole here, we got a hole here. These are basically 80 feet. The net is 80 feet. The first thing is to do to position the caboose at the first hole here. We drill a hole, and at that point there's a line inside here which I'll explain later. He pulls out and leaves on top of the ice. Okay, then he'll snag the bridle on the net and pull up the net or pull up the bridle and tie this line to the bridle. So now we got the line. Here's the Bombi caboose, and a line coming out, tied to the bridle. Then he'll drive the Bombi to the other hole. So now we have the caboose positioned over the other hole. He drills the hole out again, connects the bridle to a drum inside the caboose, which will pull the net out. So when the time comes, after the net, here's the ice. Here's the hole, here's the hole. So after the net is pulled up, then the line, which is attached to the net, gets turned on by electricity from the generator, and it just basically, the net will get pulled back down by the line and reset. Crazy, man. I wanted to illustrate it here and maybe make it more understanding to you, the viewer. I hope this helps, and Rob, I hope I didn't butcher it too much. Let's go back to the video.
Come on. Henry, give me a fucking dead fucking battery. Like, really?
Alright, see what this is for.
Everything has to be just perfect timing for that to happen. You know? It never would have happened if it was just perfect. And it was all house work. So he was over at another gang. He had gangs of 4 up at Black Island. Yeah. Here's another gang.
Okay. And Rob, so this net is sitting like near the bottom?
Yeah, they're right in the bottom.
Right on the bottom? Okay.
Right on the bottom, and then there's floats on the top to keep it
Keep it up, yeah.
Sometimes late March we used to put balloons on the net. Get them up a little bit. Yeah. But everybody's up to it. I don't know when you go back. That's that. We try going to the next hole. I'm going to go to the other hole and build a net.
Okay.
Build a hole. But if you're going to walk up, you want to wait till I almost get there and make sure that line doesn't go under the wood or anything?
Gotcha. Okay, so he is now dragging this line, which is attached to the net here, to the other hole. My job is to make sure this line does not get tangled up. Oh, I think I got a bite here.
anymore. They're on a sled anymore. The
Okay.
machine does it itself. Pulls it both ways.
Cool. Okay, there's the hole. And we'll see what happens here.
Hold on, I see. This goes down through there, and this will pull it back.
Okay, so yeah, that's where the end is. And that's who this end is tied to it. Tied to that other end of the net.
Yeah, and this, you're gonna tie
Wind
that
up
to
the net.
here, wind it up, and then this pulley here will pull it back.
Gotcha.
Here.
Automatic.
Yeah, both ways. In the old days, they used to have one guy on a sled back there to pull it back.
Yeah, you're not going to get away from that. It's in every group. It doesn't matter. We're going to switch this guy out, this net with. So that's what they wanted me to do. So this is one of the nets. This net is the smallest net that we can use on the lake now. After they switch.
Small like in length or small in
Mesh size.
mesh size? Okay.
Yeah, they changed the mesh limit a couple of years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. From we used to be able to fish 3-inch.
Yeah, I remember that. You had to go and buy a bunch of new nets and everything.
Well,
So-
lots of guys had had nets, but I mean it was that 3-inch was basically what guys used to fish. Hopefully everything's warm enough. It's not that bad in here, eh?
Oh God, no.
There should be a stack of 3 there. Yeah.
So is this now 4-inch now, or?
4-inch?
Yeah, like the mesh size.
No, this is a 3.5.
3.5. Okay.
I'm gonna switch it out for one that's a little bit bigger. 3.25 or 3 3/4. Okay, is this gonna be warm enough? This old iron from a hotel.
Really?
Like an iron mangle. They used to iron boats.
Yeah. There you go.
They're pretty good. We're building different ones now.
Okay. Not skunk.
No, there'll probably be might be a quarter cup, half a cup maybe.
That means the fish is coming, eh?
If we get more than a cup, yeah, these are only 2 old. You guys, when you're picking, don't break them like I do.
Hey?
When you're picking them, don't break them like I do.
Okay. Isn't there a tool for that? Or?
I could remove them. We have to take care of the net all the time.
There's a whitey.
It's a white fish. That's pretty. Yeah, the fish that are too big for the net, they get drowned right away.
They get what?
They drown right away.
Okay.
Ooh, somebody ripped that one. This fish is a little bit too big for the net.
Just gotta make sure you get it over the gill and slide her off.
Well, I usually just break them open.
Oh, you could just break the gill off.
My hands are so short. Last few years.
Okay.
Oh, maybe I should pull this one.
Rob, how long has this net been soaking?
It's been in the water for 2 days.
2 days.
Usually leave them, in the winter time we leave them about a week.
A week?
We have 5 to 7 nights normally. The water's so cold and yeah.
What about in the summertime? How often do you have to check
Every
them?
day we do twice a day.
Twice a day?
Yeah.
Wow.
2 times a day in the summertime when there's lots of fish, and when the water warms up we go twice a day.
Jesus.
You got to.
Just because they'll spoil?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotta go 2 times a day. That's normally our routine. I don't know what other guys do.
Yeah,
Some guys
whatever.
Some guys don't do that.
What about when does the summer season start actually?
Once the fish is done spawning,
Okay.
we wait till 85% of the fish is spawned, or 80%. They test on at Hecla and places there.
They test. Okay.
Yeah, and then-
So it could be a different day every year.
In the summertime it is, yeah.
Okay. I think last year was like end of June, eh?
25th, I think, of May.
Of May?
Yeah.
So that's where we're in the beginning of June?
Yeah.
Okay.
When we started on May 2nd one year, ice left on
Really?
April 16th that year. My mom's birthday. Yeah, once they get 80% of the fish spawn, then they let us go. But it's not for the north basin though.
Gotcha.
They go 5 days after we start, regardless of whether they.
This is unbelievable.
Hey,
This is unbelievable.
who says there's no fish in Lake Wpg?
Yeah.
You come out to the middle of the lake to get it, that's all.
There you go.
Imagine how many places on the lake that aren't touched.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And people, the sport fisherman whines about the commercial guy taking all the fish, eh?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Well, sometimes there's lots of guys know how it works, so
Yeah.
they don't do nothing. That guy can go inside. Hey? Eagles can have that little sunfish.
I didn't even know those were in this lake.
Little sunnies, oh
Yeah.
Wow.
That's for the eagles?
Nice.
The eagle will eat him.
Or the crows, the raven.
Raven. They clean up anything that's left on the lake. Normally. There's a nice one.
Yeah, that's a beauty. 20, maybe.
Yeah.
Got some dermal on it.
Got a little bit of that guy. I want to freeze that off and try to sell it somewhere. I don't know who said that.
I don't remember that. I'll have to remember that.
Was
one.
on online. One of the Lake Manitoba.
Was it? Hey, if you catch enough of those, you can sell them as lake trophy.
Yeah. Do lots of guys take that?
Oh, fuck yeah.
This guy out.
Throwing that tube out or?
Okay. Yeah, I'll throw that tube out. That guy might be live enough to go. Sometimes the guys will drill
Just drill out like a
an
extra hole.
Yeah.
Ooh, here comes another nice one.
Lots of times these are the worst price fish in the lake.
The what?
Worst price fish in the lake, the big ones.
Why is that?
They pay way less. Look at.
Way yes for the fillet?
Somebody got him already.
Okay.
One of the anglers got him and let him go for me. Maybe I'll
Nice.
let him go for him again. That guy's cool back.
Do you sell cheeks?
We do, but we haven't been taking.
Because
The guys take fish around now,
yeah. Oh, okay.
so they're taking round fish, so that we don't get to cut their heads off anymore.
Oh,
Yeah, the big fish are worth about 30 cents a pound less than the smaller one.
wow.
And then
Didn't
if
know
you
that.
have to dress them, if they're a little bit drowned or something and you have to cut their heads off, you lose like big money on that.
This net was probably what, about 100,
80 yards,
80 yards? Okay.
240 feet. But it's only this wide though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta kind of grab them and then just pull them down.
Oh, I didn't want to move that.
Yeah, you gotta do that.
Oh,
But this
okay.
guy here though, if you just push him down, he probably doesn't have any web in his mouth.
Okay.
So you can grab him by his gills and then squeeze him out. Like if you put your thumb in his gill, because you're gonna keep him anyway, so and squeeze this, yeah, squeeze the whole fish.
Like that?
Kind of like this. Go like that, and then
Okay.
squeeze him over that. Or if you're left-handed or right-handed.
Yeah. What time?
Yeah.
How much we got to have on the crew?
Yeah, left-handers are always good. Yeah.
There we go. Got him.
Left-handers don't need any more fish than that.
Fucking slimy fucker.
When did we lift these? Fuck, we just lifted them on fucking Thursday. Today's Saturday. Look at that. 2 in a row. Woohoo! Right in the box.
That's the way we do it
So
up
you
here
should
in the
be-
wild north of
So you
Nedley.
got going, so you're what? Get yourself kicking.
I got video going, yeah.
How old are they? 2 nights? What are they? 2 nights? We lifted them Thursday. Oh, you got fucking heaping tub out of it. So what? Should I don't think I should switch it. You want me to switch it for bigger fish? The fish are big. Like yeah, no, it's this hole was like, how many fish are there? 1, 2, 3. One day. Pull these nets.
Good. I'm booking off work. Where's that? Another whitefish?
Yeah, just a whitey. Yeah, just quit your job, sell it, take your retirement, buy a license. There you go.
Yeah.
It'd be hard to find a license, but I guess we shouldn't have buried those big fish, right?
Well.
I'm gonna take them all away. Oh, I know, for pickerel.
Oh, for pickerel?
Oh, that's the size whitefish you're getting.
Yeah.
Yeah, for pickerel I always use that orange and green jig. I've never everybody's like, try a rattler, try this. I was like, no. I'm sticking to my green and orange jig, and if I don't get a fish on it, then that's too bad. I'm gonna have to put you guys on the books, and they'll have to do everything.
You want this
Well, just
whole
Blair.
one out here? Or?
Let's see if we can get that big fish out and see if he's gonna go. That one big one might go. I don't know about the one that had mesh mark on him though.
Yeah, one had a mesh. Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't remember where he at.
You know how to get that?
I think it's just a road there.
Mesh.
As long as he's live enough, he'll swim. That guy went towards. No, not yet. Can't get going, buddy. Swim, swim, swim.
I don't know. This guy's kicking.
Yeah, let's try. Oh, there he goes.
Wow.
Go, go, go. I don't want to get you in the net next to it. They're getting more small fish, and big fish are not worth as much, you know, so they just let them go, the live ones. Everybody thinks that big fish is our highest priced fish.
And it's not. Obviously.
No, you know what the highest priced fish is? It's like $4 a pound.
Because they're so small.
Like that one has it has longer bridles on it. You usually use a lot longer bridle in the summertime and stuff to keep the nets from roping up. But in the summer, in the winter, you don't need a long bridle.
He wants to see you guys set nets with the jigger.
Oh, that'll have to be next year.
Next year, yeah.
Yeah.
You guys angling today?
I don't know. We'll see what the day brings.
And we're gonna go out later. Maybe shot there and see if we can catch a couple of fish.
Oh,
He's gonna be all full of fish when he gets home.
nice.
Yeah, you're supposed to snow, eh?
Oh, jump in here. All right, let's go. We're moving. So we pulled one net, and Rob says it was a good haul, eh?
Yeah.
About 80 pounds. And now Rob's just moving the old shed here. Here we go. Tell you what, that beer sure went down good. That was great. Any reason for the Reggie Leach numbers on the side?
You betcha.
There is a reason?
He used to be my guy back in the day.
The Broad Street Bullies?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, we're back here at the shop here, and according to Robbie, it was a pretty good fish day, eh?
Yeah, that was lots of fish, yeah.
Yeah, so for one net, we pulled out, I think, 80 pounds about.
Probably 80 pounds of fish.
Good, good. I hope that. I actually even worked a little bit for 15 minutes, so I got my hands
he helped
dirty.
out.
Anyways, thanks so much for taking me out. I
No
really
problem, buddy.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say. Anything you got to say?
Yeah, thanks for coming out and videoing and watch the wild north of Netley.
That's all I gotta say, baby.
Yeah.
Thank you.